Good morning, everyone. Star Baby Homestead here. I am out here. I guess it's around 8 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I woke up around 6-ish. And yeah, it's weird when you have the opportunity to sleep in late and then you just don't take it or you can't take it. Now, for some reason, this is filming weird. So let me adjust. Give me 1 second here. See if this gets better. This one's weird too. All right, let's try it long form, see what happens. Here we go. So, as I said, I am out here. Oops, I forgot my gloves. Let's go back in. So I decided that I am going to work on the garden today. It actually feels good out here. I think it's about 70-ish, maybe 70, 75. But luckily it's not any searing heat. So I'm going to go out here and do some gardening. I'm going to do some cleanup. Just grab my knife. And I'm going to grab my clippers. Guys, I'm so unprepared. This is what happens when you just decide to get up and go outside first thing in the morning. Look here, I don't even have my basket. Okay. And my cutters seem to be missing. I don't know where those are. They're probably... I know I'm not going anywhere without this coffee, because this is a very important thing. Let's see if the clippers are in here. Shed is moderately clean for once. Nope on that. Maybe I left them in the garden. Let's go see. You guys get to see my bumbling early in the morning. But let's go out here. Look how beautiful it is in the morning, guys. It's so peaceful. There's just birds. We had a deer out, but here's the garden in the morning. Cool and peaceful. Ah, there are my clippers on the ground. So the idea is I need to start prepping these beds because I need to start working on the fall plantings. So I'm probably going to trim up this grape leaf, but really I need to get this cauliflower out of here, because I'm either going to plant the same thing here, but I'm thinking potatoes. I have some chitting red potatoes in the back. And then over here, where I had cabbage, I think I'm going to keep the cabbage right there. And let's see. Right now, I've got this issue with these disgusting lantern bugs. Ugh, I can't stand them. Yellow tomato. So the closer we get to fall, your tomato plants kind of start to recognize that, it's about to go down, and they just start crazy producing massive amounts. So like for spring, you may get a bunch of indeterminates. Mine look like they're trying to wind down, or actually they look like they're having a growth spurt. So I may have more of those. I have some what are those things called? Bobcat tomatoes that are ready to be put out. So I have to decide where I'm going to put them. But in the meantime, I'm probably going to start right here with this cauliflower. Poor things. They just couldn't take the heat. And actually, it's too much for anybody, including me. So, all right. I guess I'll get busy. Wait, let me drink some of this coffee. I know you're probably like, why are you? It's how it is sometimes. It's soothing and it's delicious. All right, so let's go on over here. Time to start cleaning up some of our mess from our spring plantings. Got some serious weed growth in here. I need my wheelbarrow, but I wonder if cleaning beds, clearing beds is like ASMR for some people. So yeah, I haven't quite decided if I'm going to. The potatoes would be awfully close. I really only have about 4 or 5. And I'm going to put them on one side of the bed. So you want to make sure when you're companion planting that you're not planting with something that's going to make your plants compete for nutrients. Because then you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You're going to wonder why your plants are failing. And it's going to be because of you did not plant them in a place where they need to get the most nutrients. Companion planting is for both plants being companions to one another. One may shade the other, one may give the other one nutrients that it needs. One may put more nitrogen in that the other plant will need. So you want to try to plant plants together that are going to complement each other. Some weird orange bug in here. It's probably some kind of stink bug or something. Yuck. Gardener can't stand bugs. And it's not that I can't stand them. It's just, unless they're beneficial, I'm like, why are you out here? Now, in the scheme of things, I get it. All bugs, everything under the sun is beneficial. It has its purpose. But, you know, sometimes I'm like, really? I'm happy for ants. I'm glad of ants. However, they attack and sting everything they can come in contact with. I don't have time for that. Not when I'm just trying to garden and enjoy my life. So my previous video, or at least one I think I'm going to be posting today or over the next couple of days, I said how do what you can when you can. And I don't know how long I'm going to be out here this morning, because the sun is rising. I can feel it just burning on the side of my face. It's good. It's not burning, but it's warm. So I'm going to do as much as I can. And then if need be, I'm going to retreat. I don't know why if need be. It is definitely going to be a retreat kind of day. Even though it's only supposed to get up into the, I think, just like 80 something. Not low 80, high 80. I'm sure most of you are doing other things. You're asleep right now. And guys, there's something, I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure something's dead in my garden somewhere. I can kind of smell it. It's probably like a mouse or something. But my dog was sniffing around the other day, so I know she smells it. But I don't know where it is and what it could be. All right. So, yay! I got a bed cleared. Woohoo! So, like I said, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to do brassicas in here. But I actually think I know where I'm going to plant my brassicas. And it's not going to be here. I think I'm going to stick to one side over here being potatoes. And then the other side, something else. I haven't started working on my garden plan past getting some of this cleanup, which has been kind of impossible because of the heat. All right. Bed number 1. Ready to rock and roll. All right. Cucumbers looking good. We got cucumbers in here. Oh, yeah. Look here. You see right here. If I don't forget to get this today, let's see. I got a little one in there. I like to grow and hide. That's why I try to pick up my vines and trellis them. Just upset a bee. It's like, why? Why are you doing this? I got some over in here. That's why you constantly have to check for cucumbers. They're sneaky. It's a sneaky vegetable. And then it'll just die on you. All right. So I think the next bed I'm going to tackle is this sad looking kale and Brussels sprout bed. I can't take it. I just can't. I'm going to try again. Now, if you look here, here's some little Brussels sprouts, right? Right here. But I don't know, guys. This one's starting to produce. I kind of feel like I should just start over because there's so much cabbage worm damage to these. They're all over the place. This one's producing all. God. I wouldn't think it would take a whole year. I planted these in the spring, and I wouldn't think it would take me a whole year to get some Brussels sprouts from the plants. So I don't know about that. Maybe I'll clean them up and spray them, and I'll see how I feel. They're probably going to be tough, though, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I should leave these plants and see what happens or pull them? I am not an expert on growing Brussels sprouts because I think I've only gotten one successful plant, and that one was bought from Home Depot. So these are a hybrid. They're supposed to be bred for hot weather. But I'm thinking maybe if I start them in the fall, brassicas love cool weather, they'll be strong enough and ready for me to harvest by like late fall, winter maybe. They take a long time to grow. So that's the only reason why I'm kind of hesitant. Super irritating, guys. And it's just irritating. They just look so ugly. I don't like ugly plants. I like plants to be pretty. And I want a nice, pretty garden that's flourishing. And ew. Okay, so I'm looking at some of these yellow bugs, and they seem to be eating my brassicas. What is it's a stink bug of some sort? I don't know, but I've got a serious infestation of not only stink bugs or whatever those yellow spotted things I just showed you are, but I've got cabbage worm on everything. Uh-oh, I just found a cucumber. Okay, let me just do this right now. So as you clean your garden, be prepared to harvest. So always bring a basket or some other or some other type of something with you, because there's always some kind of tomato or random thing. And if you're like me, my memory is real sketch right now. I'm going to forget. And then the next thing you know, dead cucumber vines. Okay. Back to the cause. This kale looks horrible. But see, I know kale can recover. So I'm considering whether or not I should chop down the ones with the worst of the infestation, which I think I'm going to do that now. This is my dino kale, the Luciano kale. All right, let me just start thinning these out. The thing about brassicas, they have remarkable recovery. So if you leave them, they will come back. But some of these, they look so awful that I'm not even going to try. They're just infested with cabbage worms because I did not spray. Once again, I blame the heat. Oh, goodness. Probably should have grabbed my knife for this. But I'm cutting down this kale. I'm not doing a very good job of it, obviously. Here. Okay, there we go. Compost for you nasty buggers. I clean up some of these before I spray them. Oh, it looks so bad. I'm hoping with the cooler weather that they'll just snap back. You only need a few leaves on them. But I already kind of told you guys before. Oh, bugs getting me. I already kind of told you guys before that I was looking at this bed sideways. And just because of what I mentioned, they have been hit really hard. Let's get these weeds out. Bermuda grass, just in spades. It's constant Bermuda grass. Ooh, there's a nice breeze out here. It's lovely. It's amazing how nature is, guys. You give it a second and it will take over. The endless weeds, the bugs, everything's out here fighting for their survival. And that's why we garden, because we too kind of taking care of our own survival in our own way, in a way that's natural to us. And uh-oh, the tomato plants over here. The tomato plants have gotten unruly as well. Okay, it's starting to look better. When I see weeds growing all along the side of my beds, I gotta snatch those up too. It's like a constant cleaning. All right, so I'm gonna go get my hoe. Well, it's not really a hoe, it's like one of those small rakes. I'm gonna start raking in between here. I think that'll help with the weeds. All I gotta do is go in here and pick up a lot of this. Helps aerate the soil a bit too. Probably shouldn't be doing a lot of this since I'm no dig, but this is kind of out of control. And I'm going to be laying straw from now on, guys. Straw is the thing. It is a miracle worker. The veggies will be so much more happy. You'll be happy. It breaks down and feeds the soil and the microbes, especially if you've got some nice clean straw. So I'm going to leave the Brussels sprouts plants that look like they could be they could do something. See, my problem is I hate to get rid of food. I hate to get rid of food. And when I see that there's potential in a plant, I'm kind of like that with my house plants. I will hold on to them till they have only one stem left to give it a chance until I decide, well, all right, I'm giving up. I can't do it anymore. What kind of Brussels sprouts are these? Nope, I grew these myself. That's an old Bonnie seeds tag. Okay. All right, we're looking so much better over here, guys. Now, the good thing about gardening, it doesn't involve being in the garden all the time. Gardening also involves sowing seeds inside in the cool air conditioning. You don't always have to be outside, okay? A lot of time is spent with just preparation before the physical work. So for those of you who are new to gardening, and you may be looking at these videos like, oh, I'm not trying to do any of that. Just know that it is not always like this. But if you lay the groundwork, like there was only 2 plots when I started. I'm gonna go off script. 2 plots when I started. Here and right here. And I brought in all of these beds. And if you look at some of my earlier videos, I have a really good system laid down. There's like no grass, no weeds. It's all mulch and it's all pretty. Fast forward I expanded, and so did the weeds. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. Be mindful when you're thinking of expansion, because that may mean a lot more work. But if you prep ahead of time, which is what I'm doing by laying down plastic to smother the weeds, I'm laying down plastic, and then eventually I'm going to have some rocks put down, and that's going to smother the weeds, hopefully permanently. So I will have so much less work to do and just more time just to play outside in the dirt, which is what I want to do. Trust me when I tell you, I do not want to be out here messing with weeds all the time. It's not something I'm ecstatic about. All right. The bees have woke up. They're starting to play in the basil. Guys, Bermuda grass is the worst. It is some of the worst. I don't want to do too much spraying while these bees are flying around, so luckily BT doesn't hurt them. It only kills caterpillars. But you guys, if you're using any other kind of pesticide, make sure it does not hurt bees, because you want bees. Some of them other buggers, those pests that are killing or sucking the life out of your vegetables, you can spray them all you want, but we must take care of the bees. All right, check it out. Yay! This side is clean. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold on to these plants until I have new plants. And then I'm going to spray these, and if they start to recover, now kale is a biannual. It'll keep producing for almost 2 years or longer. So I kind of don't want to completely get rid of all of my kale plants. Like I said, I tried to get rid of the ones that were the most diseased. And so I don't know. I may put some more in here, or I might actually put potatoes down in here. The other side is stuff that I absolutely need to harvest. So, all right, these are looking beat up and sad and not cute. So, as you can see, I have a bunch of turnips. Let's snatch these bad boys out of here. All right, we got us a turnip harvest. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to lose all these greens because obviously they don't look edible. They don't look great. So they're going to go into this pile. Good thing about being up so early, don't have to worry about too many mosquitoes. Just angry bees and ants. How's that? Whoops. I'm going to put those in my basket. Got one that got eaten by something. How the rest of them looking? All right, let's clean up in here. I've got this thing attached to my chest, guys. So, I've got all the stuff I need for some great photography. It's just, I'm still getting the hang of this live stuff. But this thing's attached to my chest. I didn't feel like using my tripod. I'm thinking about getting something to attach to my forehead. I don't know what I'm going to use so that I can do some, that you guys really see what's going on in here. A lot of weeding. Yep, pulled up a turnip. Did not mean to do that, but you know what? Whatever. I've got rutabaga in here also. I've already lost a few to rot, but I'm going to start some more, or I may give it a year. And the reason why I say that till next spring, I grew those giant rutabaga, and we have so many cans of them that I don't think we're going to need any for quite some time. So, which is great. If you ever grow anything and you have a surplus of it, keep it. You could give it away, but take care of you and yours first. So you can that stuff up. Canning lasts indefinitely if you've done it right. It will last for years. And then that's one vegetable you won't have to worry about growing for a minute. See, look at this. Yeah, see, it's squishy. This is because of heat and just rain and heat, and so yuck. Luckily there's some in here that's still healthy. Got some bees in here. Make sure I don't hurt them. It's supposed to rain for a solid week. So I'm trying to get everything I can now, because once that rain comes, I am not going to be out here. You don't want to garden too much when it's wet because you'll spread disease around. Soil-borne diseases and such. All right, starting to look more like a garden and less like a weed patch. Now, some of these weeds, as you can see, they like to grow right in and under your plants. That crabgrass is good for that, and you want to be careful because when you're pulling, you will pull up your entire plant, which is seriously irritating. So you don't want to just run in just because you can't stand it and you just freak out. You're like, oh, I can't stand these weeds, and then you snatch out all your plants. I've been there. Trust me when I tell you, I've been so frustrated and angry and over it that I would just start pulling, and then next you know, I'm holding a plant and I'm like, oh, great. That's why they also tell you to always plant more than what you need. Always have seedlings in backup because of pests, disease, accident. You want to make sure that that's kind of what I did with these tomatoes. I planted so many tomatoes that I don't know what to do with most of them. They're going to get canned, honestly, but it's a bunch. And now they're starting to get a little funky out here because it's raining, and then with the heat they crack. And then that lets in bugs. So I've been trying to get out here every day and grab them, but they're usually kind of pecked on or gross, and they're only kind of fit for the compost. All right, so that is two beds that I feel good about. Once again, if you're gardening, you want to do what you can do and not overdo it, especially If you're in zone 8A and 8B and higher, because that heat is deadly. It is a deadly and dangerous thing, and it's not worth it. If you get to a point one day, you can rig up some sunshades, but even then, if you've got a lot of humidity, that humidity will also take you out. You could be working in the shade, and the humidity will take you out just due to dehydration. So stay aware, people, and keep yourself healthy and take care of yourself. All right. That is bed number 2. I feel good, guys. I'm starting to pour sweat. And I probably could do more. This bed's not so bad, as you can see. I did a lot of weeding just over time in this bed, so I don't have to do too much pulling. This one, I've been drying beans in it, so probably going to lay some straw down. I'm going to pull these old plants so that I can start a new batch of beans in here, which is funny because they're starting to flower. So they're trying to get at it again. I'm like, you gotta go. So strawberries, they're all ready for the winter. I'm gonna lay some more straw down on them. So the next 2 beds I'm probably gonna tackle is this one here, where I have a cabbage. It is so overgrown, as you can tell. There's everything in here. I'm also gonna probably move this bed to over here in this open spot. I'm probably going to do that once these watermelon finish whatever the heck they're going to do. Hopefully these are Jubilees, and hopefully they will be ready to give me a fall crop. It's still early. So my sugar babies are producing now. So we'll start eating those. And it's just midsummer. Doesn't that sound good? Can't find the tendril on this, so I don't even know if it's ready. It sounds like it is, but it's still kind of yellow at the bottom. It's supposed to be what, cream colored or something? So yeah, they're still growing, so they're doing all right. And so the Jubilees are going to take me into the fall. And then we have my turnips. Wait, no, these are collard greens. I'm probably going to start pulling these. They really just need to be sprayed, but I want some fresh plants to go in. And then I need to clean this up because I got sweet potatoes growing in here as well. Can't tell, right? And then there's squash in here, but you can't tell, right? And that's because of the weeds. So, all right. Garden cleanup 2026 is in effect. We're doing what we can do throughout the summer. If that means only 1 bed at a time, we're not going to kill ourselves. We're not going to stress out. Gardening is fun, and we love fun. So, all right, guys, it is a beautiful day. It looks like the rain could be rolling in. Thank you all for hanging with me. And I hope you guys are out there being safe and happy while you're gardening. Be well and be blessed. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.